Hello everyone, welcome back to Pabli. So in this video we are going to understand how to get notifications for new leads from Facebook lead ads. So are you also using Facebook lead ads to promote your business? Then this video is definitely for you. So over here I'm using Facebook lead ads to grow my business, and I wish that as soon as I receive a new Facebook lead, automatically my sales team should be notified on Gmail that we have received a new lead. For this, we are going to create a connection between Facebook lead ads and Gmail. To create this connection without knowing any programming or coding language, we are going to use Pabbly Connect. It is an amazing automation software. So in Pabbly, we have the concept of trigger in action. For trigger, we are going to use Facebook lead ads, and for action, we are using Gmail. So if you also wish to learn this process step by step, follow me through the screen. Welcome to my screen. So as you know, in this video, we are going to learn how to get email for Facebook lead ads. So to do this, I have already opened the landing page of Pabbly simply by searching pabbly.com/connect in my browser. It is very easy. So as soon as we'll open the landing page of Pabbly, we are going to get two options. One is sign in and the another one is sign up for free. So if you are a new user, you can click on sign up for free and you're going to get 100 of tasks free every month. But I'm an existing user, so I'm going to click on sign in right over here. And now it is opening all Pabbly apps. Over here you can see all the tools and applications offered by Pabbly. But in today's video we are going to use Pabbly Connect because we are connecting different applications. So I'm going to click on access now right over here. And now it is opening my dashboard, and to start with the automation we are going to click on this button right over here which says create workflow. And now it is asking me the workflow name and the folder I want to save the workflow in. So I want to save the workflow in this folder which says automations, and I want to name my workflow as how to get notification for new leads from Facebook lead ads. And now we are going to click on this create. And now it is opening the most important window of our automation, that is our workflow window. This is the most important window because we have trigger in action in this. Trigger means when this happens and action means do this. By this you can understand that the trigger is the commander for the workflow and actions follow the commands. And as you know that we can have only a single commander but multiple followers. So over here we can have only a single trigger but multiple actions following the commands of our trigger. So now we are going to select our trigger application which is Facebook lead ads because I want that as soon as a new lead is received in my Facebook lead ads, automatically my workflow should be triggered. So I'm going to search for it and then we are going to select it. And now for the trigger event, we are going to select it as new lead instant. And now we are going to click on this connect. And yes, you can see it is asking me to add a new connection or select the existing connection. So if you have already connected your Pabbly's workflow with your Facebook lead ads account, you can click on select existing connection and then save. But if you haven't, you have to follow me, click on add a new connection and then connect with Facebook lead ads. And now it is asking me to select my Facebook account. So I'm going to select it and click on continue. And yes, you can see that we have successfully connected our Facebook lead ads account with our Pabbly's workflow. And now it is asking me to select my page and the lead gen form. So I'm running the business of a real estate company and the name of my company is Home Hub Real Estate. And with that name only I have my Facebook page. So I'm going to select same over here. So I'm going to search for Home Hub Real Estate and then we are going to select it. And now for the lead gen form, we are going to select it as new lead gen form because I want to create this automation only for this particular lead gen form. If you wish to create this automation for all your lead gen forms, you can select all lead gen form or any another desired form. So I'm going to select my and then we are going to click on save and send test request. And as you can see that now it is saying waiting for webhook response, and in the notes it is saying do a test submission /record. So in order to capture the webhook response, we are going to do a test submission. So to do this test submission, we are going to open a new tab and then we are going to search for Meta for developers. And then we are going to open it. And over here you can see that this is the landing page of Meta for developers. From here we are going to go on more and then tools. We are going to scroll and select lead ads RTU debug tool. And over here you can see that it is opening my lead ads testing tool. And now we are going to select the page and the form and do a test submission. So for the page we are going to select it as Home Hub Real Estate. And then for the form we are going to select it as new lead gen form. And then we are going to click on preview form. And now it is asking me for the details. So I'm going to fill in the details as this. First name demo, last name user, email as demo@pabblytudes.com, and this is the phone number and the city as Mumbai. And then we are going to click on continue and then submit. And yes, you can see that it is saying your test lead has been sent. So this means that lead ads testing tool has sent the details of our lead to our workflow. Pabbly captured the response and triggered the workflow. So we are going to open our workflow and check that if Pabbly has captured the response or not. And yes, you can see that Pabbly has captured the response of our submission. Over here, you can see the first name, the last name, the email, the phone number, and the city. So this means that my trigger step is successful, and now we are moving on to our action step. For our action application, we are going to select it as Gmail, because I want that as soon as a new Facebook lead is submitted, automatically a mail should be sent to my team that we have received a new lead. So I'm going to search for Gmail, and then we are going to select it. And now for the action event, we are going to select it as send email. And then we are going to click on connect. And as you can see that it is asking me for the same. So if you have already connected your Gmail account with your Pabbly's workflow, you can click on select existing connection and then save. But if you haven't, again, you have to follow me. Click on add a new connection and then connect with Gmail. And as you can see, after selecting my Gmail account, it is asking me for some permissions. So I'm going to click on allow and give Pabbly all the permissions it is asking for. Because my data is secure with Pabbly, you can also click on allow because Pabbly is safe. And as soon as we are going to click on allow, you can see that we have successfully connected our Gmail account with our Pabbly's workflow. And now it is asking me for the recipient email address. So I'm going to enter the email address of my sales team, which is salesteam@pabblytudes.com. We are going to move on forward. Over here, you can see that it is asking me for CC and BCC. So we are going to leave it as blank because these are not the required fields. And now over here, you can see that it is asking me for the sender's name. So I want the sender's name to be the name of my company, which is Home Hub Real Estate. So I'm going to enter the same over here. And now it is asking me for the email subject. So I want the email subject to be new lead alert, and then I want to map the name of my lead after new lead alert. So mapping is a method by Pabbly, which means inserting the data from the previous step. And as you know, our previous step was the trigger step where we selected Facebook lead ads as our trigger application. So we are going to map the details from the response of our trigger application only. And as soon as we are going to map these details, automatically my details will turn dynamic and change with every new lead received. So I'm going to open the response, and then we are going to search for name. And over here you can see first name, last name. So we are going to map the first name, put a space, and then map the last name. We are going to move on forward. It is asking me for the reply to, so I'm going to keep it as blank because this is not the required field. It is asking me for the email content type, so I'm going to keep it as plain only. And now for the email content, I want the content to be hello team. We have got a new lead. Over here you can see that I have entered name right over here. So I'm going to map the name of my lead right over here so that all of my leads receive a more personalized mail. So I'm going to erase this, and over here we are going to map the name of my lead. So first we are going to open the response and search for name. Over here you can see the first name. We are going to put a space and then the last name. And now we are going to move on forward. Just connected with us on Facebook and is interested in buying a property. Here's what we know. Over here you can see that I've left the spaces blank in front of name, city, email, and phone number. So again I'm going to map the details. So we are going to open the response and then search for name. We are going to map first name, put a space and the last name. We are going to map the city. So we are going to search for it and map it. Same we are going to do for email. We are going to search for email, map email. We are going to do same for the phone number. I'm going to search for phone number and then map the phone number. And now we are going to move on forward. Let's jump in and help lead to achieve their real estate goals. Please reach out to this. Again, we have to map the name right over here. So I'm going to map the name again. So again, we are going to search for name, map the first name, put a space and then the last name, and learn more about their needs. Regards, Home Hub Real Estate. So now we have completed our email content, and now we are going to move on forward. And now it is asking me for the file name and the attachment. So if you wish, you can attach it right over here and enter the file name. So I don't wish to do that. So I'm going to click on save and send as request directly. And yes, you can see that we have received the positive response which says result status sent. So this means that we have successfully received a mail. So I'm going to open my Gmail and check that if we have received it or not. And yes, you can see that we have received a new mail. So I'm going to open it. And yes, you can see hello team, the same message that we entered. Over here, you can see the details which we mapped and regards Home Hub Real Estate. So this means that my workflow is successful, but I'll just test the workflow once, and this time I'm going to give you a real-time example. So to do this, first we are going to open our lead ads testing tool. We are going to delete the previous lead and refresh the page. It is really important to delete the previous lead and refresh the page. Otherwise, you'll not be able to create a new lead or preview the form. Again, we are going to select the page as Home Hub Real Estate and the form as new lead gen form. Again, we are going to click on preview form. And again, we are going to enter the details. So for the first name, I'm going to keep it as test. Last name as user. Email as test@pabblytudes.com. Phone number as this. And for the city, we are going to keep it as Bhopal. And then we are going to click on continue and submit. And yes, you can see that it is saying your test lead has been sent. So this means that lead ads testing tool has sent the details of our lead to our workflow, Pabbly captured the response, triggered the workflow, and further sent in mail to our sales team that we have received a new lead. So this time we are not going back to our workflow and clicking on save and send test request, because this is a real-time example and I've already set up my workflow. So directly we are going to open our Gmail and check that if we have received the new mail or not. And yes, you can see that we have received the new mail, new lead alert test user. And yes, you can see the same mail, just the details which we mapped has been changed. So this means that my workflow is successful and it is running in real time. So I'll just summarize the workflow for you once. For the trigger application, we selected Facebook lead ads. For the trigger event, we selected new lead instant. For the action application, I selected Gmail. And then for the action event, we selected sent email. Because I wanted that as soon as a new Facebook lead is received, automatically my sales team should be notified that we have received a new lead. And yes, we were successful with our workflow. Over here, you can see the two mails I sent during this video, one for demo user and one for test user. So if you have any questions related to the video or the workflow, you can directly comment on this video. And for your reference, I'll just clone the workflow and share the workflow link in the description box so that you can access my workflow. Thank you for watching. Not only these applications, but with the help of Pabbly, you can integrate many more applications. So now, if you have any doubts, you can reach us at support@pabbly.com. If you have any queries, you can reach us at forum.pabbly.com. And if you have any pricing related issues, you can follow this website. And if you find our videos helpful, do like and subscribe our channel. Thank you for watching.